Hey there, my fellow language learners, and welcome back to the channel. If you want to try to learn your target language in a new way this year, 2026, I want to recommend to you this game. It's called Heading into Language Land, and we play it online every Saturday with people from around the world, so you can come out and give it a try. Details at languagecardgames.com. In today's video, I want to talk to you about why I feel that a game like this works. I want to give you my top 3 reasons. The first reason is it has the right kind of educational tension, if I could use that word. On one end of the spectrum, you have sort of free-form, open-ended conversation, like something you might have at a language exchange or something that you might have if you encounter a native speaker of your target language. You just talk. That has its advantages and disadvantages. On the other end of the spectrum, you have something like a class or a course or a tutoring session. And a class like that tends to be more focused on a certain topic area, certain keywords and vocabulary. The lesson has a goal, it has an objective. You have to stick to that. You have to achieve that. And a game like this, again, heading into language land, this game for me lies somewhere in the middle. It has opportunity to speak freely about all kinds of different topics, but the nature of the game, the way that you play through those different topics, you're going to be sort of shepherded or guided through all sorts of different topics in quite an organic fashion. So for me, it sort of hits that sweet spot. It's right there in the middle. You're going to be learning. There's a focus on education, but it's not too strictly controlling you. You have a lot of freedom and creativity to express yourself. The second thing is, this game, I feel it has the right kind of gamification. So a lot of language learners, they always talk about the gamification of language learning. They love learning language through gaming, but I feel that often the type of gaming that they do is more focused on the game than the language learning. So that's the danger of the wrong kind of gamification. You have to make a careful assessment of what types of games you're playing. How do they actually work for your learning? If most of the action and most of your focus is on what's happening in the game itself, like the actions that you're taking, and not really the learning, then, I mean, I'm not going to say it's a waste of time. You might be making friends and you may be enjoying yourself, and that's good, maybe more for pleasure, but it's not really doing as much for your education and for your learning. So I designed this game specifically with learning in mind, and it's going to challenge you. And the conversations that you're going to have, the way that you need to express yourself, it's going to require some thought. And there's going to be some of those awkward pauses during the game when you have to try to think up of something to say and put yourself to the test with a small group. So that, it is a game, but it's a little bit different than gaming in the normal sense that people think about computer games and video games, where you're just going through a level and blasting people and shooting people up, and maybe text is popping up in your target language or something, or maybe you're hearing somebody yell a short phrase in your target language or something like that. All that's cool. Again, that has its uses, its advantages and its disadvantages, but this is different. It's designed by someone who is a language learner and who is an educator for the purpose of educating. And it's not going to spoon feed you. It is going to challenge you, I hope, in the right way. And then the third thing I would like to mention today is we have a wonderful, blossoming community of positive, fun-loving people from all over the world playing this game, again, on every Saturday. And what I like about that is, through the online platforms that we use for the virtual game and for the call, we're able to meet people from all different countries. And it's not uncommon that we have people from 4 or 5 or 6 different countries in the room to play. Now, what does that mean? What does that do? Well, again, everybody's pursuing the same target language, but they're going to be coming at it from totally different backgrounds. So the types of things they think of to share or try to talk about in the target language would be something, I mean, it's often something quite unexpected and interesting. They can share from, you might have somebody from Japan sharing to you something about their background experience as a Japanese person, but in Spanish, if you get what I mean. So it's almost like you're going to have a unique window to learn something about Japanese culture through your target language. So that type of thing, your target language of Spanish. So that sort of thing happens a lot. It's a very unique form of cross-pollination that's happening from all these players from all different countries. So we have several active groups going right now. If I don't mention one for your target language, still reach out to me because we could potentially host an event for your target language. But the events go in this order every month. First Saturday is for Japanese. Second Saturdays, Turkish. Third Saturdays, Spanish. Fourth Saturdays, Mandarin. So we have active groups going for all of those target languages. If one or more of those languages is your target language or languages, you definitely should jump right in with us. Again, you can go to languagecardgames.com to learn more details and join us to play. And if you join at least 5 online game events during this year, 2026, then you'll be eligible to receive prizes like discounted and free games at the end of this year. So I hope that will motivate you to stick with your target language and keep coming out. And you're going to see, I'm going to post some videos here in the future. I'm in the process of packing up some prizes, some games for our most frequent players from last year, 2025, and that leaderboard is up on the website. The 2025 leaderboard's on the website, and it will stay there until we start having people who have reached that 5-game threshold, and then we'll create the new 2026 leaderboard and put that up. Okay, thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you get a chance to try this game heading into Language Land. Again, there's real deck versions, printable versions, and the virtual version. So, a variety of options there to suit your needs, but I believe it can be a great form of enrichment to augment or enhance your more traditional and typical language learning routines. Okay, I'll see you back here in the next one. Bye-bye for now.